What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to get into a film breakdown of 6'9", true freshman out of Greece, Neo Avdalas, who also goes by Neo, at least for me. Big get for Virginia Tech in the recruiting trail. Our assistant coach, Christian Webster, had a connection with his agent, and that's how this whole thing happened, but he has the potential to be one of the best, if not the best, Virginia Tech basketball player in the program's history. We've only played 2 games with him, but super fired up from what we've seen. And yeah, we'll get into this Virginia Tech Providence game where the Hokies came out on top 107-101 in overtime this past Saturday. And we'll look at some of his highlights, some of his film from back in Greece. So this game was played in Connecticut, not a true road game. Providence is in Rhode Island, though, so a very short drive for them. It's like 90% Providence fans, but Neo got the first bucket of the game there. Strong drive to the hole, used his physicality. He's number 17 there. That wasn't obvious. A good spot up 3 right there, which is his main weakness. I've seen him in the 20s in the mock drafts, but if he can shoot the ball well, he's going to be a lottery pick. There's zero doubt about it. It's his biggest flaw, and he shot really well in this ball game.
Neo Avdalas has set the tone, coach. He's got 9 early points.
Quick start for him there. Just get into a spot, putting it up. I was fired up watching this game. This is the most fun I've had watching a Virginia Tech basketball game in quite a while. Just very crafty right there, using his size, following the screen. We'll get into this more, but there's a lot of Luka Doncic comparisons in the way he moves, the way he sees the court. Little half floater there. It's a really competitive game. No big leads for anybody. Step back 3 there. He was shooting the lights out. It was kind of crazy. And John Fanta was awesome on this call. So that put us up 3 with 3 minutes. Misses one there. Sorry, my face cam's kind of in the way of that play, but good defense. Way not to give up on the play. Get a better angle here. Straight up. Hands on the ball. Great D. Not really sure why the highlight package cut off there, because he had a couple really good plays in overtime as well that helped us get over the hump and win the ball game, get to 2-0. But we're going to take a look at the first game. This was against Charleston Southern 8 days ago now. I was actually at this game, sitting in row 1, the only VT game I'll be able to go to all year because I'll be in South America for all of basketball season, so figured while I had the chance, had to hit the first one. But he didn't play super well in this game. Only had 8 points, but there was like 5 passes that made me audibly say, wow. Like, there's one he has like all the way down the court, streaking under the basket. He also knows when to slow it down really well. So let's see what we got here. It's a little laggy. Hopefully it cuts out there, but weaving through the traffic, finding the shooter.
10 to work with. Avdalas working, creating, and scoring.
Looks a little Luka-like there, you know. Slow dribble, gets your spot, and crafty finish. Oh, this is fun. Times it up.
Watch this hustle. Timing, get out of here.
4th effort. finally into the hands of Amani Hansberry. All the way up ahead.
That was a hell of a
Johnson,
pass
the
right
layup.
there.
And then watch this pass. It has to be perfect, and it was. Active, and he's
Couldn't
been a
have handed
presence
it to
since
him
he came
better.
in the game off the bench.
Great eyes.
And one.
Finds,
Rebound secured by
finds
Johnson.
Toby
He's such a
slipping
good
under the
rebounder, so
basket
strong,
there.
even though he's
No
only
look.
6'5".
No look pass from Avdalas. The easy flush for Lawal.
His head is always up.
He's got two guys
always
under the
surveying
basket
the
there.
floor. Virginia Tech is.
Avdalas directing traffic. Hansberry.
Finding the
knocked
shooter.
Really guarded that rim. Here to start
He's a
the second
pass
half.
first point guard.
down. Bedford. Long three.
I don't want to
Down.
compare him to Ben Simmons either, but
Hansberry showing his skill,
maybe
pushing the
Ben
ball down the
Simmons
floor.
with more shooting potential.
Avdalas straight
Not as good
away.
defense.
You bet.
It's a simple game, and when the three-point shots go in,
Clemson at 7 o'clock Eastern. All three games are also available on the all-new
Good
ESPN
ball movement
app.
by the
And
whole
as we-
team right there.
What a story that was in the offseason. Coach Young just showing up at his house trying to get him back.
Finds the
Hansberry with the left
roller.
hand.
And again, he didn't play very well in this game, but there were a few moments where I was like, okay, this
Avdalas
guy is
pulls
going to
up.
be good. It just didn't come together on the first night. All right, I found this game from a few months ago, under 20 Eurobasket against Israel. He had a triple-double in this game. The audio is in Greek, so I'm just going to mute that. But I haven't seen this footage. Let's see what we got in this game here. Obviously, Greece is wearing blue. Israel's wearing white. Let's see, was he wearing 17 again? Yeah, he's wearing 17 in the paint right there. Grabs the rebound. There's one of those half-court passes again. Setting up the offense like he does with us. Just a lot of patience finding the open guy. And Virginia Tech has the team around him as well. It's not an amazing team around him, but it's better than we've had the last few years. We've invested a little bit more money into this roster, really showing a lot of faith in Mike Young that with the right pieces, he can make something happen. Get the ball to Neo, settle it down, almost turns it over, keeps composed though, and finds the corner three. I just really like that if we're in a position where we need to push pace, he's going to push the pace. He's going to find the lead man up the court. But if we want to slow it down, he operates like a veteran out there, and he's just 18 years old. It'll be interesting to see where he does end up in the draft because this is a really, really strong draft. There's three guys. One out of Kansas, one out of BYU, and then Boozer's son, the longtime Bull All-Star, I believe, really good player. His son, Cameron Boozer on Duke, is really strong as well. So there's three guys that would go number one in a lot of drafts. So can't see him breaking into the top three, but maybe his ceiling is up at 4. It's possible. Nice, gets to the mid-range. Could have taken the shot, but finds the cutter under the basket for the easy 2. Good decision. Haven't seen much shooting there. Oh, there we go. The Luka kind of stepped back a little bit. You guys seeing the comparison? He's a little skinnier. I mean, he's only 18, so he'll put on some weight. But he's not like a small guy. Finds the open guy. It's a common theme. Good cut off ball there. Dishes it off. But yeah, let's talk about like Virginia Tech's season. So 2-0 now with one really high quality win. That's going to be huge for the resume when we get into March. But we've got a couple non-conference games that aren't super easy. We play Atlantic 10 team St. Joseph's on Wednesday. I think we're going to be like 10 to 15 point favorites. So we're going to have to show up. It's a losable game, but if we come mentally prepared, play our B game, we'll be fine. And then we play George Mason also in the A10, a couple really bad teams, and then we get into tournament play. We play Colorado State. I think it's in the Bahamas. I might be wrong. No, it's the Bahamas. I saw the ad in the game I was at. Vanderbilt's in that tournament as well, so maybe we can see them in the finals if we do well. We have a true road game at South Carolina, but point is, it's a non-conference schedule that's definitely, we can navigate through it. Expect to pick up a loss or two at some point during it, but we have the opportunity to go undefeated into ACC play. We were picked kind of in the middle of the pack of the ACC. So here's the schedule in its entirety. So that at South Carolina game, that's the night I will be flying to Buenos Aires, Argentina, starting my new kind of life there. But yeah, it's interesting. We play UVA at home on New Year's Eve, So that kind of sucks because the students won't be there, won't be as good of an atmosphere as it could be. And then we don't play them again until the last game of the season, Saturday, March 7th. So first and last game against UVA, pretty comparable teams. They started the preseason poll with a few votes. Didn't beat the bad teams by enough, so they lost their votes. We have 1 vote. Honestly, I thought we'd have more. I think we have one of the most impressive wins in the country so far, but I understand that when teams don't lose, it's kind of hard to drop them significantly. So we'll just have to work our way up there, but I'm super, super fired up for this season. I think it's the deepest team we've had since 2018, which was my freshman year at Virginia Tech, when we lost in the Sweet 16 on a heartbreaking missed layup against Duke. I always remember watching that game in my dorm with the homies. And yeah, we haven't gone back to that spot since. So I'm really hoping this is the year. Virginia Tech football is looking better. We're going to get a new coach, hopefully James Franklin. But just as importantly, a lot more money is going to be going into the football team. So I'm hoping that 2024, start of 2025, that was rock bottom for the Hokies athletic program in general. Kind of sucked because Virginia Tech was really good until I went to college, and all I've seen is not so good football, not so good basketball, not so good anything. So really hopeful. Definitely going to be following this team closely, breaking down more games, pulling with all my heart for Neo. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want to see more Virginia Tech content or just more college basketball content in general, comment below what you'd like to see. Please please subscribe. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming from South America. I really want to break into the sports media industry, and I also want to make a lot of content about what that continent has to offer, do a lot of street interviews, really dive into the culture down there. So it's going to be a mixed channel, but yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.